Hi class. So I'm not going to be here today. Just not really feeling too well today, so I decided to take the day off. But there's still work that needs to be done so that we can finish up this unit by next week, okay? So first thing you're going to do today is you're going to go and do your attendance before class ends. So you're going to go to the attendance module in Canvas and you're going to click the attendance check-in for today. So it will say attendance check-in September 18th. After you're done with that, you're going to come back to this video. So just pause this video in the meantime. And you are going to work on the guided notes character development. And then once you're finished with that, you're going to start on the sensors character organizer, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to go through the character development notes together. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the week 6 module in Canvas and you're going to open up guided notes character development. Just like the other day, you're going to follow along with the presentation by filling in the blanks on each slide and answering the questions. These notes are going to be worth 5 points and you will submit them once you finish watching this video. Okay, character development. Y'all ready? There are 3 types of characters. The types of characters are complex or dynamic. These characters change at some point in the story. The second type of character is static. This character does not change. And the third is flat characters. Flat characters have 1 or 2 personality traits. They're usually one-dimensional, meaning they're not that interesting. The characteristics of a complex character. The character must undergo an important change due to their actions or experiences. This change can either be good or bad. And the character traits are highly developed, meaning that they have multiple traits. They don't just have 1 or 2 personality traits that are described or expressed throughout a story. Right, continuing on with characteristics of complex characters. These character traits or personalities can create conflict, either within themselves, can be personal conflict, or it could be conflict with other characters in the story. They also have interactions with other characters, meaning you don't just see them by themselves or read about them by themselves the entire story. And their actions help advance the plot or help develop the theme. Now, there are 2 ways to learn about characters. Explicitly, so the author tells you what they want you to know about the character. This is also known as direct characterization. Or implicitly, the author reveals the characters through their thoughts, actions, and dialogue. So this is also known as indirect characterization. Alright, we're going to go ahead and watch this video, and then you are going to answer some questions on the next slide. I'm so sorry for that. I was trying so hard not to sneeze this entire time, and it happened. I'm sorry if that sounded really weird to anyone who was listening. Alrighty, so that was a really cute story, wasn't it? Nothing but pies in the old Wild West. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the analysis questions about Boysenberry Pete. So, which characters were dynamic, static, and flat, and why? So, I could let you guys figure this out on your own, or seeing as I'm not there, I can just go ahead and discuss it with you, and you can write down the answers. I think I'm going to go ahead and just discuss it with you and tell you my thoughts about it. If you have different thoughts, that's okay. You can also add those in to the answers, all right? So, the characters that were dynamic in Boysenberry Pete were Boysenberry Pete. right? So Poisonberry Pete was a dynamic or complex character because he had multiple personality traits and he underwent a character change by the end of the story. At the beginning, he was characterized as the villain, and by the end, he, had a heart of gold. He decided to save the orphan rather than be mean to her because the orphan reminded him of his daughter. Characters that were static, meaning they did not change. All right, the orphan is one of the static characters, and the narrator is another static character. All right, so the orphan's a static character because she was the sweet little orphan throughout the entire story who just wanted everyone to get along. And the narrator is static because at the beginning of the story, when he's narrating and Poisonberry Pete comes in, he is scared of him. And at the end, he's still a little bit scared of Poisonberry Pete, even though Poisonberry Pete is a good guy now. Flat characters are the sheriff and Quiche. So, the sheriff only has the character trait that he wants justice, but maybe his justice isn't the best thing. He did try to shoot the orphan. Alright? And Quiche is a flat character because Quiche doesn't really change. Still just kind of doing what Quiche wants to do at the end of the story. So those were the characters that were dynamic, static, and flat. Right? So dynamic, Poisonberry Pete, static, orphan, and narrator, and flat were sheriff and Quiche. Alright, we're gonna watch another one. I am so sorry in advance if this makes anyone cry. I'm probably gonna cry while watching this. Um, I apologize, but it is a very good example of characterization. So get some tissues if you're a crier, and we're gonna go ahead and start watching. Alright, so that was Kitbull, if no one's seen it yet. Sorry if I sound a little different. I always end up crying with that Pixar short because I've had a lot of rescue dogs. So I've seen them go through that transition. Moving on to the analysis questions. All right. So, which characters were dynamic, static, and flat, and why? All right. So, the characters that were dynamic are the kitten. All right. At the beginning, the kitten was just like any other kitten. All right, looking for food, trying to find a warm place to stay, and it was scared of everything. It was especially scared of the pit bull after the kitten saw the pit bull destroy the stuffed animal. Right? But at the end, the kitten warmed up to the pit bull, realized that the pit bull wasn't scary or mean, and they ended up becoming friends and a little family. Characters that were static, obviously the guy who um, owned the pit bull at the beginning. He was a very mean person at the beginning. He was a very mean person at the end. Not much to say about him. We're going to move on because I don't like people like that. Flat characters were the pit bull. Remember, being a flat character isn't a bad thing. It just means they only have one or two personality traits. In this case, it's the pit bull because the pit bull, the entire short, just wants to be loved. It wants to be cared for and feel safe. Now, what do you all think the theme is? I'm going to give you an answer to try to an answer. I'm going to give you a moment to try to come up with that one yourselves before I go ahead and tell you what I thought the theme was. All right, so I think the theme is that friendship or family can be found in the most unlikely of places or situations, and that everyone deserves a safe and loving environment, right? That's what my idea of the theme is. And the creators want viewers to understand that what? What do you think the creators want viewers to understand? It's kind of like the theme. They want the creators want viewers to understand that everyone deserves to be loved, that everyone deserves to have a safe place. Also, I think they want the viewers to understand that you need to take care of the animals that you choose to let into your home and not abuse them, because the pit bull was abused in this story, which is very sad. All right, we're going to go ahead. That was it for the character notes, so go ahead and submit them, and you'll get your 5 points when I get around to grading them, probably on later this weekend if I have time. If not, then on Monday while everyone is testing, okay? What you're going to do now is you're going to start on the character organizer. I'm so sorry once again that I sneezed. I'm sure it sounds really weird over headphones. Alright, so like I said, you're going to start the character organizer for the sensors. You're going to fill it out according to the text, the sensors, and when you get to the question at the bottom of the assignment, you're going to write a paragraph response using evidence to support your conclusion. The paragraph needs to be between 5 and 8 sentences in order to receive full credit. If writing paragraphs isn't your thing yet, it's something that you're still working on learning how to do independently. If you scroll down to the third page, there is a character or complex character paragraph plan. Right? So you'll just fill in the blanks and that will help you write your paragraph. And then you'll just copy and paste it into your response area for the paragraph, okay? This assignment is going to be due by Sunday, September 20th, because on Monday we're going to be finishing up the MAP growth testing for those of you that didn't finish. After testing, we will be reviewing this assignment as well as the day 1 assignment, just to make sure everyone understood what is going on in the story and has a clear idea before we move on to the next part of our lesson. Remember, if you need to, you can use translation tools like a dictionary or Google Translate. And that's pretty much it. All right, so homework for this weekend. Finish up the Sensors Character Organizer by Sunday and submit your weekly journals by 11:59 p.m. tonight, September 18th, okay? Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will miss seeing you in class today, and I will see you all on Monday. All right? Bye.